Right, well, we're home with it. The cat's been stolen, or it's been removed before going through Copart, either, whatever. But it was sold as undercarriage damage, so I guessed it was going to be the cat because they're worth reasonable money on the early ones, not necessarily this one. But so will it start? Let's have a look. I've got a tonneau cover in here. It's a bit minging, but it will clean up hopefully. We've got lights, 64,000 miles. And it runs. Engine management lights on, but that could be to do with the cat. Depends where they've cut it off. They might have damaged the lambda. We've got a JVC stereo. We've got the aftermarket dials there. Well, at least it runs. I'm guessing that means it'll drive. Right, I'll have a look at the boot and stuff. Well, in the boot we have a water pump. Looks like that's been on before. We've got a pack of fuses, and we've got a relay and a resistor, heater resistor. Everything looks normal under here. Fuel pipes have got labels on. Everything looks fairly clean. What about in here? Let's have a look. Looks a bit orangey, but it's not got oil in it, so that's normal. They're normally quite orangey. Probably have to do a coolant change on it. Oil looks clean. There's no mayo or anything on it, so hopefully we're all right on a head gasket point of view. Boot light works. So let's have a look under the bonnet. So one issue we do have is the front end. It's been lifted probably by the forklift wrongly. It was in the picture, so it was done before I bid on it. But yeah, it's pulled the bumper up a bit. Let's see, under here. Battery, spare wheel, jack kit. So as normal as an MG gets under here. So yeah. So at least it runs. We'll have to get it in the workshop, get it on the lift, and have a look underneath and see what they cut off. Right, so a little departure today from the workshop. Got a phone call to rescue someone who's broken down, and they should be along here somewhere. Let's see. Should be a fairly obvious car. See it yet? Ah, there it is. Oh. A Rolls-Royce. Right, so the TF's up on the ramp, and as you can see, they've cut the exhaust off there and there, so we need a full exhaust. Typical. It's a 3-bolt manifold. I've definitely got one of them, I'm sure. So we can get that swapped out. I'll have a cat. It's just a matter of whether I've got a suitable back box or whether we've got to have this taken in and have it welded up. I don't know. But we've got what look like stainless pipes fitted. We've got new calipers on the back. We've got no CV boot issues. Rot-wise, there doesn't seem to be any. They're obviously going to need doing at some point, but I think they'll be all right for now. Brake lines are a bit crusty. We'll have to clean them up because you know what the... actually, it's a clutch line, but you know what I mean. The MOT man likes to advise on those. So we'll clean that up. Up the front, what we got? Just seems like surface rust everywhere really. There's no rot on it. The only thing I noticed was the gear stick was really sloppy. So I'll have to have a wobble at the top and see if these are all knackered or whether it's... Yeah, they feel tight, so it must be at the gear stick end. So we'll have a little look at that. So yeah, first off is to try and find the right exhaust. Right, I don't have a TF one in stock. I only have an F one. Differences being no valves, oval instead of round, and no hole here for the second lambda, which would probably be why my engine management light's on, because they have there, you know, you can't see. Hang on, where is it? There you go. Because they've chopped the lambda off as well. And on a TF, the lambda is on this corner. Sorry, this corner. When it comes around here, it's on here on the cat. So, although it will fit, I won't be able to put the second lambda in unless I put a boss in. So, do I spend 100 quid on a TF back box? Whatever the cost of the cat is, probably quite a lot, and the downpipe. Or do I fit this, weld a boss in, and then replace the lambda? I think that's probably looking more... All right, it won't be original. It'll have oval pipes instead of round ones, but it's cheap. So I reckon that's what I'll do. This car is frankly hideous. I don't know what the hell's gone on in here, but it is disgusting. So we're gonna have a quick go with Henry, the sucker, and we'll see how we get on. Right, well, I've given it a little clean out. I've got the most of the muck out the floor. I'm going to take it to the local car wash and get them to do the rest of it. We've put the tonneau on. The sun, no, not the sun, the wind deflector up. Again, all needs a good clean. We've had it up and running. It's got up to temperature, no overheating. Everything works, all the lights. The wipers didn't work. I took the cowling off and had a wiggle with a plug and they come alive, so that's good. The only thing we've still got is the engine management light on, so I need to just take that down the road and get it plugged in because I can't find my code reader. Get it cleaned and it's ready to go. Well, I say ready to go. It's ready to do more to. So the bumpers are still damaged. I might advertise it as a little project. It's got MOT to the middle of the year. It's now got an exhaust on it. So it'll do someone until the summer. So I might whack it up as it is. Obviously keep the price a bit lower than what it would be if I sorted the bumpers out. 64,000 miles. I haven't got any service books, obviously. Well, I say obviously. On this one I haven't got any service books, but it does need a very good clean. So I'm going to take it down the road and get that done, and we'll see what it comes up like. Right, well, it's been cleaned. Looks like it's had a red wing in the past. Still a bit moist inside because I washed the seat down because it was covered in crap. But it's come up all right. You can see the pictures on the advert. Oh, sorry, the pictures that I took for the advert. You can see that it looks all right in the sun. Obviously, the advert reflects all the damage that's on it and the marks and scuffs and makes people aware that it's not as nice in real life as it is in the pictures. But it'll do someone a turn. It drove fine. A little knock from suspension, so I'm guessing it's an anti-roll bar link. So I've stuck it up as it is. If someone takes it, great. Otherwise, I will see what the knock is. Maybe try and polish it up a bit and move it on. But for now, I'm going to advertise it a bit cheaper and see if I can just get it gone for now. So that's this one wrapped up. I'll let you know when it goes and what happens to it. So the TF is on eBay and Facebook. So hopefully someone will make use of it. I don't want to have to break it if I don't have to. Still got 6 months MOT. I might even smoke around in it if the weather improves. So yeah, that's the TF. Hopefully it'll be gone soon. Eventually got the Rolls-Royce home. It had no fuel, so either the fuel pump's gone or there's a blocked filter or something. Got it running, but 100 metres up the road it just died again. So we ended up towing it. Yes, the tow rope broke. Went and got another tow rope and got it home, no problem. So it's going off to a specialist to be looked at. Obviously I've never worked on Rolls-Royce before, so it's better to go to someone who knows what they're doing with that. So yeah, I'll let you know how that gets on. Right, well we're back from Copart with another one. I didn't film loading it or getting it because I literally won it and went and got it. So, a bit of a new territory for me. An R56 Mini. Obviously I've been on R50s, R52s, R53s. But this one was at the local one and it was fairly cheap. So I went for it. Now, couple of things I've noticed already. I didn't notice the lack of peel in the pictures. That's not to say that's Copart's fault or anyone else's fault. I just obviously didn't zoom in as much on those. Should have done really, knowing red, but never mind. We've got another bit on the back here. We've got another bit on that quarter. But then we've got the damage, which I knew about, which is down there. So it needs a wing and a door really. I'm guessing the quarter might polish out, but so it is due an MOT. Oh, and the bonnet. The bonnet's got loads of lacquer peel on it. Don't think the front bumper's too bad, the front end as such. It's just the bonnet really. I've just been for a quick drive in it. Nice and quiet, no knocks and bangs. It's got full service history in the book, which is quite good. I'll show you. Oh, these are a lot nicer inside, obviously, as anyone who's had a Mini will know. Service booklet. Yeah, there's a service book. It's on 100k at the minute, so last service was 87. So I'd imagine it might be due in another one now. But it's got a month's MOT left on it, so I'm going to put it through for a test, see what it needs, and then decide what to do from there. It's got the multi-function steering wheel, so it's got cruise, it's got stereo controls, phone controls. I don't know whether this has Bluetooth phone, I haven't tried yet, but yeah, a lot more modern inside than the other ones. Drive just as well. This one's quite nice. Ooh. So yeah, I think it needs a tyre on the front there because that's looking a bit, I think it's still above the minimum, but it's not very pleasant. But yeah, I think we'll put it through for an MOT, get it validated and see what we're left with. Obviously with all the lacquer peel, I'm kind of debating whether to even bother fixing the damage. Because obviously when you fix that, it's going to show all this up. So the question is, do I just MOT it, make a drink on it, move it along? Obviously all the door opens, it all functions, there's no sharp edges as such. So it shouldn't be a problem for the MOT. If he doesn't like it, I might have to put a bit of gaffer tape on that edge. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way. Chuck it in for an MOT, see what it needs, and then decide from there. I mean, I haven't even looked up to see what they're worth yet. I was sat in front of the computer and this was coming through locally. I thought, sod it, let's give it a go. So I bid and won it. So yeah, quite pleased so far. I'm not too worried about the lacquer peel and stuff. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know, you could probably spend a few quid and get a really nice one. So if I can get this one nice and cheap with a year's ticket, might be nice for someone just to use and not too worried about. All the mechanicals seem to be there, it's just these cosmetics. So anyway, I'll get it for an MOT and we'll go from there. R56 Passes Mot, a few little advisories, tyre getting close and a wheel slightly out of shape, but you don't notice if it's driving. And I think a bulb, a number plate bulb, you're allowed one of the two, so just got to put another bulb in and then that's good to go. So I'll let someone have this fairly cheap as it is, just to get it out of the way. I don't really want to hang on for it too long if I can help it. So yeah, that's the end of this one. Now, also you saw a picture of the 90 being towed. Went out for a little drive for the first time in ages and it died. Went round a roundabout, cut out, coasted off the roundabout, it fired up again, drove, died again. So I thought, great, either the fuel gauge is lying or the lift pump has gone again. So as you saw, got the missus to give me a tow up to the petrol station, chucked some fuel in it, still wouldn't run. So she towed me home. Eventually I got it running, so I'm guessing the fuel gauge was wrong. It's about a quarter of a tank out. I was showing quarter. So that needs some attention. But anyway, it's running fine now, not a problem. And then also, you also saw the smart Roadster going. That sold on eBay. Not as much as I was hoping, but still made good money on it. It was definitely the cheapest one out there in the end, but I sold it to a trader. So he took it with no qualms. I presume he's going to put a markup on it and sell it because it was cheap. But as I say, I got my money out of it, so I'm more than happy with that. So yeah. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and share. Leave us a comment. We've got various other bits coming up. There's obviously several videos been out in the last few days. Lots of bits going on. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da.